Penis. My penis. My penis. Now, here's the thing, because I'm entirely new to Twitch and I'm not entirely sure exactly how the platform works, I figured you have to bring your audience along from a different platform, which is, by the way, a terrible model. You have to have an existing following. Now, granted, my following is based on doing what has to be the worst magic tricks, but here's my hypothesis and what I'm guessing, right? If I shoot out enough content on Twitch, maybe if I do enough content, regardless of the amount of actual watches, maybe somehow that could hit me into the Twitch algorithm. Now, of course, today what I thought I'd do is that I would look at just the cesspool society, as I did in the previous stream, at one of my favorite case studies in I don't know, tardness. I don't know what I'm not and allowed, what I am allowed and what I'm not allowed to say on Twitch in particular. But alas, I feel like this is the way it goes. Whereas YouTube is more long form content that you could upload that has comments. Here it favors live, right? It favors live, but it also has an archive feature where you could at least archive these for a little bit and see if maybe that could send some eyes towards the channel. But either way, I feel like Twitch has the model backwards. So today, what I do to try to create a piece of content is to try to look at another video of, again, my favorite case study into how low humanity could go in DSP. In DSP. Now, this is from a channel known as Snort Burnell, which is a channel that I've looked at for quite a bit of time, for a while now, as far as DSP aggregate content. Now, you'll find that you have a whole subsection of YouTube dedicated to this particular individual, to the point where I might dedicate my entire Twitch just to watch content of DSP and comment on it because I think it's so hysterical. Okay, I see. Okay, so there's at least, goddamn, yeah, it's just Piggy and I. Well, you get to see me create this. Red star, red Ted star. You get to see me create this particular bit of stream and see how it fares on the Twitch algorithm, of which I don't know much about. Mm. It's entirely a new concept. As a matter of fact, I find that that's mostly most of the internet now. I used to be on top of things. I used to be good when it came to my knowledge of memes and bits. Now, no. And I know that TikTok has their own streaming thing, which I don't understand why, of all platforms, TikTok would even have a streaming platform. It seems dumb and backwards because your model is catered towards this: how long my thumb could touch the screen and then move up. That's essentially it. That's how long you have my attention span. Whereas when it comes to something like Twitch, I guess it's more long form, but there's no permanence. There's no permanence. It's only a 14-day permanence. And unfortunately, that's nothing. Even though I hate YouTube, I have to give YouTube at least a little bit of something, where YouTube is trying to grab all of these features from all these platforms and combine it. Yeah, TikTok is odd about that. I don't understand it, but from what I've seen, TikTok has been used as a platform to push on other things, right? Like YouTube and even on Twitch. I don't know if I'm going to try and attempt that. Maybe one time I might do that, but I guess let me get into the meat and potatoes of this bit of content. That's all this is, just a bit of content to see what it does. What it does. I've done previous live streams on Twitch. I'm not streaming this on YouTube, right? Usually I stream them concurrently just to have, that, and maybe have some of that migrate. Jesus, that's a car crash. Migrate their way over. But no, I'm going to see how this could start organically from zero, which I feel might just be the equivalent of, I don't know, finding the Hope Diamond in terms of hardness. So this is a video from Snorburnal, as I mentioned before, a case study in Dark Side Phil, one of my favorite things to look at. And as a matter of fact, one of my favorite people to look at, even though I don't watch his content directly. I don't watch his content directly because I have tried, and it is a root canal colonoscopy. It is the equivalent of a root canal colonoscopy. You don't get much from it. There's no satisfaction. There's no longevity. You could argue that the majority of his stream is only exciting if he gets people tipping, which is, again, an asinine concept because it's a tip, right? You shouldn't expect it, but yet in his streams, he almost requires it. So let's just cut to this, I guess, smooth transition. See if I could see that. Look at that. Smooth transition. You could see me here, right? And let me see this video. Now, I do love all the memes and the commentary that Snort Burnell includes. But again, is this normal? Is this normal? That's another part of Twitch that I don't like. If you watch the video after the fact, so if you watch the video after it's been archived, you can't comment on it. You can't comment on it. Maybe there will be some people who catch the Discord. That's another one. There are too many platforms. There are too many. We need to go communism and just have one that's allowed. And then maybe we could actually have something of innovation, even though communism stamps on innovation, right? Let's just go there. I don't know how you feel about that with a name like Red Deadster. I thought it was Red Star for a hot second, which maybe would have aligned with a communist thought. But let's just watch this and see where it goes.
This is how I play the game.
Tremendous bit.
Oh my god!
Now, I guess just to operationally define the introduction here, Darkside Phil is a person that claims and has claimed for many years that he's not a child's entertainer. As a matter of fact, he's the anti-streamer. He goes against everything that a normal streamer would do, right? So the dyed hair, the loud, abrasive personality, pretty much just inclined to gather an audience full of youth so that they could then turn that into, a profit for buying their merch. So Darkside Phil goes all against that. He says, no, I'm a real streamer. I'm providing the raw content, which is just a means of providing no effort into his content, essentially no effort, and then just uploading about 20 videos a day. That's how he hides it, by saying, no, I'm only providing raw gameplay, real games, and legitimate commentary without all the BS, which is essentially just him being lazy, him being gross and disgusting. I believe he's been kicked out of Twitch, which is another interesting thing, and not necessarily kicked out, but that he can't profit on Twitch. So he doesn't bother with it anymore, which shows you his real intention here. Now, granted, again, you see a channel like this, right, where I upload videos, magic-related videos, which is a form of cringe, but granted, I do make a profit from those, but it's all been a bonus, really. It's all been just a godsend, the fact that I can make a profit doing something that I enjoy, like magic trick videos, whereas someone like Darkside Phil almost requires from his audience that they donate, and he guilts you. As a matter of fact, he guilts you by saying, oh, tomorrow's my day off. You'll see it in this video, right? You'll see it in this video. It's quite awful the way he guilts his audience, but alas, he's been doing it for 10 years now. I believe, actually, maybe 13 years now. So he's a cockroach that just doesn't die. Let me finish this or show this.
What the fuck?
Holy shit! That is an epic fucking
Memes
intro,
are plenty,
dude.
by the way.
I have
Memes
to
are plenty.
warn everyone. Warning. When you may see
One thing about Snort Burnell, though, this particular account, I see that he tries to pad his videos out by introducing as many DSP memes as possible, which granted is good, right? It's funny because Darkside Phil is a fountain of memeage, but dog, come on. There's a limit. There's a limit here.
right now is going to be absolutely disgusting. Sound good?
Sounds good to me.
And that's his wife, by the way, which this, I believe, was at her peak. But there have been leaked pictures that she has blown up. And I don't mean blown up in the sense of, Al-Qaeda. I mean blown up in the sense of Pizza Hut. It's depressing. Yeah, if you have a Twitch career, getting tips is the only way of survival or sponsorship deals. Where his thing is that he blames his detractors for him not being able to score sponsorship deals. And granted, when it comes to his style of videos that he used to make, it's not about the things that he said that could be found offensive and the jokes. No, it's about his attitude, his general attitude towards the people that support him. which has made him a lolcow per se, or made him as notorious as he is now. He had many opportunities for deals that he just refuses to take. Keemstar offered him, I believe, a 90 grand signing bonus to do a podcast. I would have taken that in a fucking heartbeat. Yeah, I understand it comes with a certain level of, self-awareness that Phil doesn't seem to have. But $90,000 just as a sign-up bonus to do a podcast. He's an idiot. He just doesn't want to do extra work and finds that he's living in a niche that he's happy with. Ugh, God, gross. It's I don't know if it's 90 grand, but it's somewhere in that ballpark. Maybe 50, between 50 and 90. I know that there's a lot of leeway there, but it was still quite a lot of money as a sign-on bonus to do a podcast. That would have, by the way, gotten him more eyes. That would have gotten him more attention on his channel, and then in turn would have probably turned into a profit. But no, he just refuses to grow and refuses to adapt and change and be a better person. So he likes to live in his niche.
Good to me.
And this is a perfect example.
Caught up, you like the Street Fighter stuff from the weekend or whatever, please consider a super thanks. Okay? When I come back on Friday, it's a new release, Scorn, right here on the Xbox Series X. Today is the final streaming day of the week for me. Tomorrow's my day off. Tips would be absolutely appreciated and preferred today. Anything you tip me today goes towards my day off tomorrow.
What? What is even that? Could you imagine sitting in front of a camera, in front of an audience, right? And telling people, hey guys, I'm a professional streamer. I stream every single day. Tomorrow's my only day off, and I need the tips that you give me in order to buy stuff during the day off. Like, it would really help me out. So please tip me, and also super thanks me. What? What? Now here's the thing. This seems to be normal. Oh, he prefers them today. Yeah, I missed that. He prefers them today so that by tomorrow he'll have the tips so that he could use them on his day off. What are you buying that's you need a necessity of an influx of money at all times? And he also claims that he has all these bills, that he has all these things that he has to pay. It's hysterical, right? That this person exists online and has existed as long as he has. Let's go through this.
Includes grocery shopping, having a meal with my wife that we're not cooking at home. We'll probably order in tomorrow. I have to get...
They're contradictory. Right? Already contradictory. This is going to include, this is what your tips are going to give me. They're going to allow me to go. This fucking guy. They're going to allow me to go grocery shopping. And then they're also going to allow me to have dinner with my wife, probably something ordered in. My dude, look at the redundancy there. Right? Look at the redundancy there. You're going to go grocery shopping, but then you still are asking for hand-me-downs so you could eat in with your wife? Why don't you just make something? My goodness, it's really thundering down here. Why don't you make something with the groceries you just spend people's tips on? This guy makes between $80,000 and $120,000 a year, right? That is a lot of money, sufficient money to be able to have things that you have a savings, a good padded savings, and his wife also works. So
get some pet supplies for Jasper and some things for...
I believe this means ultra hardcore begging season 2022. Gangster.
The house, and anything extra goes towards next week, which I have one major bill to pay, and I'm trying to order my Halloween costume. All right, so anything in excess goes to help me to order my costume so I'll have it in time for Halloween. All right, time is ticking here. Okay.
Meanwhile, he had, through nefarious means, somebody find his bank information, and where he claims that his bank was hacked and people spend money on his account, which is completely bullshit. He doesn't prove anything otherwise. All they did is that they found his statements. So they managed to sneak in there and found his statements. And they shown and proved that he spends most of his money, if not all of it, on mobile games. How could you argue with that? And he managed to spin that and turn that around and say, no, it's not mobile games. And then now it's, I spent some money, but not a lot of money, just some money. What's some money, Phil? Oh, it's none of your business because it's my money. Well, it's the money that you're asking for. As a matter of fact, begging for from people. So there's a little bit of accountability that you could give back to your audience by being honest with them. But again, I can't really say much because this way of life has allowed him to survive, making between $80,000 and $120,000 a year for over 13 years. And that's not including when he was booming on YouTube, right? In the boom of YouTube, right? When they were paying everybody pretty much an exorbitant amount of money. And now with his Halloween costume, hey guys, your tips are going to allow me to actually have a good Halloween. Are you having a fucking laugh here, Phil? Are you having a laugh? My goodness.
Okay? So, thank you in advance to anyone who supports the channel in any way. As simple as liking the stream helps for engagement purposes. But if you could go above and beyond today, and if there's any way to do it, you know, please tip. That's the best way to help today. Okay?
Money, money, money. Where's the money? But yeah, this has actually been one of the worst supported streams. I don't know why. We did get 100 likes.
What?
But sadly,
What?
you know, not even getting close to the tier 1 tips goal suck.
This is the other one, right? He just mentioned a tier 1 gift goal, which is another hysterical concept, which is the idea of, hey guys, if we reach tip goals, we have certain things that we win. For example, by the way, we being the pig roach community, if you guys give me a certain amount of money, I'm gonna put on some glasses. There was the vest stream, which was another arc, which was a hysterical stream, because there's nothing that this dude doesn't do that he doesn't attempt to monetize. Everything he does is with the attempt to monetize, and it is hysterical how blatant it is, and the fact that people still do it. But you look, right? People have documented. There are people that I would consider to be on a certain spectrum that have documented this dude and documented his fan base. Not only him, but also his fan base. And they find that it's, people that aren't necessarily right in the head. Now, not necessarily legitimately, but just people that, the things they post online are indicative of people that aren't necessarily all there, right? And it makes sense because now he's preying on these people. And it's just a gross, what? Who says this shit?
Did get 100 likes, but sadly, you know, not even getting close to the tier 1 tips goal sucks, especially when...
Yeah, not getting close sucks, and I guarantee he's going to say, considering tomorrow's my day off, and I'm just trying to eat with my wife.
It's supposed to be fun for my day off tomorrow.
Am I fucking Nostradamus? Am I Nostradamus out here predicting what this man is able to say?
So, last chance if everyone wanted to.
Last chance.
You know, make anyone do anything, but yeah, it's a little disheartening. This is a game you guys voted for. That's why I'm playing it. You could have played other games.
You guys voted for this, right? So now he's guilting his audience. It's never him, right? The lack of views, the lack of donation, the lack of anything, it's never him. It's never DSP. It's always, oh man, hey guys, you guys voted for this, man. You guys voted for this. I don't understand. I'm doing everything you guys told me to, right? People say that's another bit that he does, right? He's great when it comes to his double speak. He goes, oh, man, God, guys, it's a shame, dude, that you guys aren't coming out and supporting these streams that you guys asked for. I'm always getting messages saying, people saying, hey, Phil, why don't you play this game? And then when I do, nobody comes out. Nobody supports. Maybe it's because this is you for 90% of the stream. Oh, haha. Oh, hey guys, don't forget to give money. Tomorrow's my day off, and I need to get groceries and for my family. My family, by the way, being him, his wife, and a fucking cat. Oh, God. The vinegar's boiling. The vinegar's boiling, my friends. Let's finish this.
In October, but you guys voted, said you wanted to see Evil Within a second time. What a dickhead. What a serious, ungrateful bastard.
Yes, thank you, Dig McCloud, who's basically being a dark cloud saying, oh, economy is down, inflation is up, everything's terrible. Yes, I heard this a million times. I also heard this during COVID. Yes, I also heard this during...
Let's see how he spins this.
You guys, you're a broken record. No, the point is not...
Well, they are a broken record. Your audience, the one that are clinging on beyond all the bank leaks, beyond all the instances where you were caught lying, where your fucking phone was on the table and they see your WWE Champions account. Could you imagine denying playing games on your phone for years on end, and you decide to, I don't know, fucking show your camera, and the one time you decide to get up from your disgusting chair and move your camera down, your phone screen is face up with your fucking game on? Come on. My goodness, the one thing, the bare minimum that he had to account for, and he doesn't even do that. But yet, oh yeah, he's a dark cloud. Oh shit. Wow, these thunderbolts are getting closer. This stream dies. Definitely due to some sort of impending doom coming my way. I've seen a lot of videos of floods, by the way, recently in the 305. But hopefully that doesn't necessarily make its way here. Just gross. What a gross person.
Everything is down or more expensive. Yes, you're right. I mean, that's just fucking common sense. That has absolutely nothing to do with people asking for a game, right? Saying they'll support it and then you know, having slow days. That has nothing to do with it. We've already talked about this a million times. I'm not going to waste my time.
Oh,
Talking
yeah.
about the nonsense yet again for the millionth time.
Because as you know, guys, just so you know, because the economy is down and inflation is up.
At least we're getting Snorper now some ad views here.
Is supporting streamers right now. There absolutely are not any streamers right now who are streaming who are getting insane amounts of contributions from dummies. You know, none of that's happening.
From dummies, right? No, hey, they're getting support from dummies, right? No, your audience is definitely not dumb when they're paying you, Phil. And then when they're not paying you, that's when, hey, oh man, I don't know why all this support. I'm not getting any support on my channel. It's not positive, right? That's the other thing that he manages to say. There's a whole dictionary as to Dark Side Phil, which is why I'm so fascinated in this guy as a character. Right? I'm fascinated in people like this because they provide a case study as to the worst of what these platforms have provided, right? That you had a little bit of fame, you had a little bit of infamy when it came to your starting out because he was, you know, a competitive gaming player. He sucked, but he still had some notoriety in the community. He was doing things a little bit differently, and he managed to spin that into a career where now this is the fruits of his labor. Now, granted, when you're given opportunity after opportunity, especially now he had some beef with Keemstar, and Keemstar was... Let me look this up, as a matter of fact, how much DSP was offered. Oh, I'm not going to apologize for that. DSP Gaming, Keemstar. Fucking, I have to do this on Bing. Jesus, like I'm looking for porn. DSP Gaming, Keemstar. How much is it? It was 50K, Bishop. Is that how much? Keemstar podcast. I believe him, Boogie, and who's the other guy? Wings of Redemption. $50,000. Why did I think $90,000? He was offered $50,000 by Keemstar to fucking... Look at this. $50,000 by Keemstar to do a podcast with, I believe, Wings of Redemption and what's the other guy? Not Rich, not this guy. Fuck, what's his name? Wings of Redemption and Boogie, right? A tremendous podcast. 3 notorious internet individuals, for lack of a better term, locals, if you want to call them that, right? To turn down $50,000 and to say no, I would prefer just to keep doing what I'm doing. Of making shitty videos and asking people to pay me before my day off so that I could have dinner with my wife after getting groceries. Fuck off.
No. Didn't you know there's a giant streamer crash right now? Did you hear about it? It's all over the news. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Fuck this guy.
This insane nonsense trying to justify... No, you're an idiot. You're completely wrong.
What the fuck is that noise?
That's not what's happening.
Well, today's right now.
Today, thanks. You know, I just want you to know, even on a day today that's like it's slow, I'm not looking a gift horse in the mouth. I'm not ungrateful for what you got.
You're not ungrateful, yet you're guilting everybody at any opportunity. When you realize, oh, hey, guys, I've only made $16 in tips. Maybe I think the house is starting to collapse on old Philly boy. That people are starting to realize, wow, he's been saying the same thing for, I don't know, years now. He's been having the same problems, and yet he doesn't take any steps to help his problems. Maybe it's that. Maybe it's that people are starting to realize, even though, you know, the audience isn't necessarily all there, maybe even them, and even they are starting to, even them, Jesus, that's a car crash. Fucking Ebonics. Even they are starting to realize that, wait a second, this is just a broken record at this point. He's had the same problems. He hasn't taken the steps. He has the same extravagant tax bill that he has to pay every single year, right? And that becomes pretty much half a year's worth of begging, essentially. This guy is an internet panhandler. That is hysterical that they could exist even virtually, right? You feel bad for a homeless dude on the floor, but then you see it online and it still exists. And this guy, mind you, pays 2 mortgages. I don't know if he's doing that anymore, but he pays 2 mortgages, 2 fucking mortgages. One for a house that he could easily rent out. He could hire a property manager and just have him take care of the house for a nominal wage, right? Just have them look at the house. If there's any issue, he doesn't have to fly over, and he could figure that out. And that could be a source of income for him, for a house that I believe he bought in Connecticut. And then he bought another house in Washington, right? Mortgaging that house in a very nice area in fucking Washington just because of the taxes. And yet, what are you making from that? You're spending money every month on that. So a good portion has to go to that. And then imagine when the majority of your other funds go to WWE champions. You're paying for JPEGs. Fuck.
You guys have done for me. I appreciate you guys coming out, chilling with me, and supporting in any way that you did. So thank you for that. Okay? All right. Until next time, which will be the weekend, by the way, because now we got a day off. Oh, I don't know what's going on today. It's another one of these days, man. Oh, my God. What a slow stream. Deal with it.
Reminder.
And his own words, by the way, is the best because his own words contradict things that he said. So he'll say things like, man, it's just a slow stream today, guys. Just slow. I don't know what's going on. Maybe people don't want to support it. And then years ago, he's been quoted as saying, fuck these guys that ask for money. I'll never ask for money. I'll never be one of these streamers that deviates from the stream in order to talk about money and have you shill my merch and do all this stuff. And this is essentially him. That's essentially him in a nutshell. Fuck off.
Tomorrow is my day off for the week. So anything that you do tonight, contributions-wise, with tips, directly helps my day off tomorrow to afford groceries, to afford pet supplies, other things that I know my wife is making a list of like tonight that I need to go get during the day. And our one meal out a week, but we're not going out. We're probably going to order in. Tomorrow's going to be a stay at home. Last 2 weeks we had to go out because of appointments and the like. So this week we're actually staying home to relax more. Okay?
To relax. His entire life is streaming video games online. He creates his own schedule, right? It's not a schedule that he's given. It's a schedule that he's imposed on himself, right? So, what's to say, Phil, that you don't dedicate some time during your regular day to do the things that you want, to go hang out with your wife who married into this? My goodness, could you imagine marrying into this? Why don't you just dedicate some time during your regular day and then have a stream, right? Now, granted, the way he set himself up and the way that he set up his whole sources of income is that he has to do it this way. He believes that he has to do it this way, even though he's been given opportunity after opportunity in order to reach a new audience and to do other things, to branch out of this, but he's comfortable. He's comfortable in getting his, what do they call them, dent heads? Dent heads? He's comfortable in getting them to pay for his lifestyle of playing video games and ordering in. You're here complaining about saving money and having no money, rather, and yet you want to order, and so you're adding a $25 fee essentially on top of anything that you get. You're adding processing fees. You're adding other things, and yet you complain and you sit there in your disgusting love chair about not having money. Maybe you take some time and get a part-time. Maybe you add that as a revenue stream. No, but he decides to just go and continue this golden ratio of hardness.
Oh my God, he's drinking gin. You can't overdose of gin. Gin is great.
So, any tips tonight are much appreciated. It would help me directly with my day off tomorrow. But any contributions, as simple as a like, helps the stream. Engaging, talking with me, helps the stream. Watching, helps the stream. A super chat, a super sticker, helps the stream. Becoming a member.
That's not what you mean.
Updating your membership.
That's not what you mean,
Keep it
Phil.
going.
That's not what you mean,
membership.
Phil. He definitely is not just meaning that. I feel like at this point, he has to say that to quell any notion that he's always asking for money. So he has to say, hey, guys, no, when I say support, I don't mean pay. I don't mean buy. I don't mean tip me or anything. What I mean is, I mean like the stream. I mean comment on it. I mean do other. That's not what you mean, Phil. Because if people were doing that, which they do anyways, you would still complain and you still guilt people. And you still are there sitting down going, oh, man. Oh, what a shame. Oh, I guess I'm not going to have money tomorrow. I guess I'm not going to have money so I could go out with my wife and, I feed my family. My family being a fucking cat. A cat. Oh, boy. I'm already, my blood pressure's up, right? God damn, man. I'm out here being popular as fuck. Let me continue this little video.
All help the stream. Yes, this is correct, Suck a Surprise. Did you hear the theory? All my viewers are bots. My tips are a single billionaire supporter who watches the AI bots, and then it trolls me for amusement. Yes and no, because here's the thing. I haven't made $1 billion. I don't know how I could be a billionaire supporter.
I think actually in the entire since I've been a full-time streamer in 2017, I haven't made $1 million.
You're a full-time streamer.
So-
What? That's the dumbest. You've made $1 million in the course of your career. You've made more than $1 million in the course of your fucking career. So to say that is to what? Try to get your audience to go, oh, poor dude, he's streaming out here and yet he hasn't made money. What? For sure he's made more than $1 million doing his shit. And his other part, the other conspiracy, which I'm inclined to believe, is that he has an alternative account that he pays himself with, like tips, to try to get that started. Right? That's the other alternative account. There's so many people documenting all this stuff and going through just a golden ratio of tism, just to try to get this dude and to try to understand what he says on websites that I can't mention, but have to do with farming fruits, right? And just the deep dive into him as an individual and all the times where he lies clearly and he's deceitful and he doesn't, he's not even remotely honest with himself. He's gotten to the point where he's believing his own stuff, I think. Because there's no way you could go on and have a stream every single day and you claim all these things and people call you out on these things and you say, no, that's not true. They show you proof and then you spin it. You have essentially a straw man argument against points that are ridiculous. Like here, he's latching onto a point that he knows is ridiculous, that he has a billionaire supporter and that's his entire audience. Yeah, obviously that's BS, Phil. Obviously. So you're going to argue with that, but you're not going to argue against all the other points, all the other relevant points. Fuck off. Fuck off.
I think this is a bunk theory. I think we're going to debunk this one. Oh, whoa, I just got a tip. Hold on. Chef D has tipped me $20. Thank you so much, Chef D. I've never run into this thing before. What is it, a money creature? Yeah, look, it's a money creature. It just throws money around. What the hell was that?
All right, guys. So here's the deal. We're halfway through tonight's Disney Dreamlight Valley stream. Thank you very, very much to Chef D. This is stacking out to be the slowest streaming day I've had in
What does
a
that?
very long time.
What?
I don't know why.
What?
It could be that we're just doing.
See, I understand this is a compilation, right? This is a compilation of instances where he's obviously asking for money. It's not indicative of the entire stream. I get that. However, even with that being said, the amount of times this guy goes out of his way to guilt his audience, to try to get them to go and say, oh, hey, no, guys, this is the slowest stream I've had. This is the slow stream. And then he does the tweet, right? And he'll send out 9 tweets during a gaming session and try to get people to come on and they go, hey guys, it's a slow stream. Maybe you guys might want to join and give some last minute donations. Donations, right? Donations. They're donating money. It's not a requirement, right? Same thing with tips. It's not a requirement, right? With the content that you're providing, what makes you think that people are going to go out of their way to give you money? Especially when you're providing subpar content, when you refuse to do other things, to change, to try to get into other things, to take risks, right? And his form of a risk is, oh, I'm going to start a podcast. And by a podcast, he means I'm going to set my regular camera up, right? I'm going to record myself bitching about the former stream and how nobody pays me, and that's going to be considered a podcast. That's not a fucking podcast, Phil. You need topics, you need things, interesting things that you're going to go. You could get interviews. Lord knows that a lot of people want to interview you, but you don't want to get interviewed because you're afraid that they're going to ask you questions about your already questionable decision making. And it would just be so easy. It would be the entire community would implode on itself if Phil just told the truth. And he would just go, you know what, guys? Yeah, I'm sorry. I have a problem. I have a gambling problem. I've been trying to control it, and it's been rough. I've been playing WWE champions, and it's hard for me to stop. I'm trying to get help, and honestly, I'm just trying my best. I think people, even the people that are his, my fucking nose is extraordinarily itchy. I think his deepest detractors would go, yeah, damn, homeboy Phil I feel bad for the dude. And then maybe he could ride that and actually get, new eyes on his stuff. But just be honest. Just being honest, I think, would solve 99% of his fucking problems.
Doing older games, I'm doing Evil Within 1. Very, very slow stream earlier today. Didn't even hit the tier 1 tip skull. And now here we are, a second stream, exactly the same situation. And I'm looking for help for my day off tomorrow. So if you guys were thinking of contributing tonight, if you could tip, I'd appreciate it. I am going to post up because I'm hoping to get more support here. I don't know. It just sucks. Like, the weekend was really good with Street Fighter 6. Why? Because it was Street Fighter 6. It was a hot new game. Everyone was happy to see me play it. I was happy to play it and dedicate all that time to it. I just can't have every day be a new game. I wish I could, but there's not much I can do about that. We're on the precipice of literal nonstop new games for the next several months. All the rest of October, all November, first half of December, we're going to be, like, smoking with these hot...
It's playing video games, right? I think if we step back and just observe what's going on, and you realize this man is playing video games. Oh, fuck off. That was absurdly close. I just came from a walk, by the way, which is why I look like a sweaty piece of shit. Don't think that this is me on a normal basis, right? I get it. I do magic tricks, but I came from a walk, which I recommend people to do. And I'm actually looking at my line here. I'm fairly impressed here now how I got it, although I did kind of fuck this up, right? What is that? Subreddit r/fuck my shit up. I feel like maybe I might have done that. I don't know if this is the good side. I need to get like one of those mirrors that allows me to actually shape this shit a little bit better. But either or, this guy is really a case study in the worst of what the internet can make an individual, right? You've had a successful career that you have refused to grow from and to expand on because you are comfortable in asking people that are not necessarily all there for money. Could you imagine turning down a $50,000 opportunity to do a podcast where you conversate with people? Yeah, granted, some things are going to come up that might make you uncomfortable, but at the end of the day, my dude, that's content. That's what you're making. That's going to be interesting. People are going to latch on. Same thing with, what's that other car wreck with Ethan Klein and Trisha Paytas, right? With Ethan, we know that his trajectory has essentially been building 7. But that was at least interesting because of the difference between both characters. You had Ethan Klein, who's this, I think, objective slob, right? And you had another slob in Trisha Paytas, but she's this pink, whatever sort of confrontational individual. And then that was a good conflict, right? That provided for good content. It would be the same thing as that, but with 3 career locales in Wings of Redemption, who's another person like this, in fucking Boogie, who I believe just left prison, and DSP. It would be essentially nuclear. It would be a nuclear podcast, but he refused to do that just because the possibility of conflict. And yet, look at where he is now, that he's asking for people to give him money so that he could go out the next day and have, I don't know, an eat-in dinner with his wife, that they could eat in after, mind you, getting groceries. Jesus of Nazareth. Let's go and finish this video off. This has been way too long for a 10-minute video, I feel.
With these new games. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's going to be like nonstop, boom, 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 boom. It's going to be perfect. So I'm happy about that. But, gotta get there. And it sucks that Monday was very slow. Yesterday, I had to stick around and do an extra stream that normally I wasn't even going to do. Had to postpone my Patreon stuff, but it worked out. Yesterday was a good day. But now today we're right back to being slow again. It's like, geez. So if you can support, please do. I'm not going to keep mentioning it all night.
That's the other thing. The other thing, right? I guess just to further dive deep into the lore of Darkside Phil, the other part is that what he'll do, right, what Darkside Phil will do is that it doesn't matter if you make, let's say, $5,000 in a day. Like, let's say it's a tremendous day. Somehow he's managed to get all these people to crawl out of the hole that they live in and give him money, right? And he makes $5,000. The next day, it's like you got that fucking, what's that Men in Black thing that they shine and you forget everything? Guys, it's a slow stream today. I don't know what's going on, man. Tomorrow I'm not going to be able to have food. I'm not going to be able to eat out with my wife. Phil, what happened to the $5,000 you made yesterday? Somebody asked him that. I already spent it. I already spent it on bills, dude. Dude, bills, man. I have bills. What do you think? That money just stays in my account? I have to spend it on stuff. I make no money. So he'll bitch at you essentially, even if he might have made $1 million a day before. He's done that with marathons and all these other marathon events that he has. Events. What's the event, Phil? Him sitting on a couch and playing a different game or watching a video. Granted, this is what this is, but I'm also not saying, hey guys, tomorrow's my day off. You know, it's a weekend. Oh man, it's a shame that there's a slow stream. Such a shame. Such a shame here. Huh. Oh boy, I don't know what I could do about this. Man, I just wish somebody would. Let me just send a tweet. Let me just send a tweet here, man. It sucks, man. I'm trying to look out for better days. You know, it's a slow stream yesterday. It's a slow stream today. I'm not going to be able to eat out with my wife, guys. My wife, my family, my cat needs food. All right, let's finish this. Fuck, I'm getting a headache.
51 likes. We're halfway to the likes goal. It'd be great to hit the goal tonight as well.
Likes go.
Oh my God, he's drinking gin. Yes. Mmm.
Guys, as everyone knows, roughly a half an hour left on the stream, give or take, okay? So thanks to everyone who's chilling. I hope you guys are having a good time with me. Thanks for interacting. And, you know, if anyone would like to support the stream, last chance, you know, basically this next half hour. Boy, would it be good if we get the tier 1 goal for tips. We didn't even hit that on the earlier stream today. So it would be great to hit out here on the night stream if we can, guys. Guys, I am shocked we're only at 65 likes. You guys don't like the stream.
It doesn't matter if this guy would have made $5,000 in his first stream. It wouldn't have mattered if, I don't know, the ghost of an Arabic oil baron would come down on his proverbial cross floating from the sky and would deposit $5 million in his first stream. He would still say, man, guys, it's been a slow stream. The stream has been very slow. I just wish somebody would step up. I wish someone watching would step up and, I don't know, make this, you know, a little bit of a better, more positive stream. The mental gymnastics here.
What are you doing here, then? We have over 270 people, but only 60 likes. Like, really? You guys don't want to see a bubble blow tonight? You serious? Are you serious? We're now at $38 in tips, guys. 12 bucks away from the Gunner Glasses goal, which we didn't even hit on the first stream, so it'd be great if we could hit it tonight, okay? Thank you.
Glasses.
Help now to pay for the games coming up now, to pay my bills coming up now, not things in December, things now.
Wild. This is, I just can't even. I can't even with this fucking guy. Hey guys, pay me to put on glasses. Hey guys, it's imperative. If we make $50, I put on glasses. I can't see right now. So the stream is going to be terrible. I can't see the game because I don't have my glasses on. So if you pay me $50, I'll put them on. I'll put on my Gunner glasses, right? And then if you pay for another, if you give me $100, dude, I'll put on a hat. Dude, I'll put on an entire hat, any hat that you guys want. But $12 away, homeboys, please. I want to see. I can't see shit right now, right? I can't see the screen. I can't comment. And then tomorrow, I'm not going to be able to eat. I'm not going to be able to eat because $38 in tips, that's like a fee for DoorDash. I can't. Oh, man, what a shame. This has been a slow stream. Oh, God, if there's anything I could do, if there's something I could do. I wonder what I could do to prevent these. Is this another one that he does, a bubble? I don't know if I was blurry the entire time. I legitimately can't fucking see a thing unless I get these. I can't even read the screen right now. I know it says stuff. It is very evident that he has a lot of practice. Let me see on the monitor here. I can't read it there. Fuck. You know what? Hey, give me $50 to put on my fucking glasses. Practice blowing bubbles. I think there's another thing that he did. Right, he had a bubble stream. Anytime somebody would do something, he would blow bubbles.
So thank you all for the likes. I appreciate that. And it'd be great now, last minute here, if we could hit the tips goal. It is last chance to contribute in any way. And hitting that tips goal would be great considering we did not hit a tips goal earlier today. This is one of the slowest days I've had in months. Which sucks because, you know, I'm trying to support my day off tomorrow. So thanks in advance to anyone who supports in any way. Okay.
Guys, thank you so much. I really appreciate all of you chilling with me.
I'm getting like the vein that's right here. It's just gonna explode from the anger of this, the audacity, Harry Potter, and the audacity of this dude. I don't understand what his end goal is. right? If he thinks that this is just going to coast on forever, this is how it's going to be, right? That people aren't going to catch on. That, oh man, maybe if he's been complaining, we have compilations of this guy saying the thing on a yearly basis. We have compilations of this guy saying the same exact shit. So 100 likes get bubbles. Is that real? Also, look at my fucking hairline here. Oh my goodness. Thank God. Although one thing that I'm not enjoying that I've seen recently is that girls on TikTok, like whenever they're recording themselves asking dudes to take off their hats, right? Like, oh, are you hat fishing? Take off your hat. Let me see what's underneath. I don't like that. I don't like that trend. Not a fan of that. Although it would be the same with their like the what is it, the push-up bras? So I guess in a way you could argue, hey, take off the garter belt that you have squeezing in the Big Mac you had earlier. He wants 100 every stream. So if he gets 100 likes, he blows bubbles. Is that a thing? Really? Is that a thing? Please tell me that's not a thing. That if he gets 100 likes, he blows bubbles. I really hope that Darkside Phil, who says he's not a children's entertainer, right? That's one of his mottos. Guys, I'm not a children's entertainer, right? I'm an adult. I'm providing good content. And then he bitches and moans as to other people's content going, hey guys, look at the shitty streamers that people watch with their loudness and their blue hair. I'm providing real content. What? You're providing real content? This is real content, you bitching and moaning and saying, hey, I need money now. What is he, J.G. Wentworth? It's a fucking J.G. Wentworth ad.
Things now.
So thank you all for the likes. I appreciate that. And it'd be great now, last minute here, if we could hit the tips goal. It is last chance to contribute in any way. And hitting that tips goal would be great considering we did not hit a tips goal earlier today. This is one of the slowest days I've had in months, which sucks because, I'm trying to support my day off tomorrow. So thanks in advance to anyone who supports in any way. Okay.
Guys, thank you so much. I really appreciate all of you chilling with me.
I fucking died for a hot second there. I don't know what I was doing. I was looking at the screen, but I wasn't here. I wasn't here.
All of you who did support the stream, thank you for a great stream. Thank you for a chill stream to end my streaming week. I really appreciate it. Until next time, I'll see you later. There's still this back here. And it's still in the back of my neck, the back of my head, the back of my mind, and it's always telling me it's WWE Champions time. I love it. I love it. Is a mobile.
Another thing that's hysterical is that people have found correlations between his breaks and when a certain activity takes place on the account that they alleged is his account, right? So I believe it's called DSP Down from the Rafters. I know way too much about this dude. I'm not ashamed to say it. I think it's mostly a case study. And I feel good about understanding him because by understanding him, I also understand people like him. So I guess you could argue that it's worth my time to study because it's indicative of a pattern, right? It lets you understand humanity a little bit better. But they've correlated activity on his account with his breaks and his days off that they spike. And especially after he makes a lot of good money on one particular stream. That day, Homeboy's on that WWE Champions like no one else. Let me see the comments here. Phil, someone you do not want to be. I'd rather get in my car, Uber Eats or DoorDash than get on the internet and beg for money. So somebody has a modicum of a spine here. DSP 2012. I'm not here to beg for tips on the internet. This is what I was mentioning before. Direct quotes. He said, "This sucks, but I could really use the help. I'm going to use my condo." Right? Okay. That's the other part. 2017, where he was complaining about the possibility of losing his condo, the one in Connecticut that I believe he still pays a mortgage for. And then DSP 2022. Inflation's a detractor meme. Give me all your money now. And then the DoorDash is another one that he's still with you see the bank stuff and the DoorDash and the DoorDash and the DoorDash. I'm sure he probably pays in DoorDash fees the equivalent of somebody's yearly salary. A normal person's yearly salary. I'm willing to bet. Oh, Pigcake, are you jealous? Yes. Yes, I'm very jealous that this guy right here is making between $80,000 and $120,000 a year for providing subpar content. And look at this. This has been A1 content, boy. Even though all you see is a little box here, but this has still been A1 content, and it's still reactionary to Snort Brunel, who did take the effort of providing this. Although I do think that Snort Brunel is gotten to the point where now it's just like a factory of DSP content. All he has to do is just put in the vids in the right spots, and he's good to go. He has 100 videos that he could just add in at any point, but he has to, which is the part that I believe he should be knighted for, go through Darkside Phil streams and call this, right, and pull this. So he has to go there and actually be the one to watch the stream and go, all right, let me clip that, which I don't wish on anyone. I don't wish that upon anyone. And just looking at the comments of DSP's actual streams and the fucking what do you call it, the live chat, right? The live chat is like, oh, such positive. I want a chill stream, guys. And that's just regurgitating shit that he says because he refuses to have an ounce of accountability. So, I don't know. Very interesting bit looking at DSP. It's always interesting to see this individual and to study him, essentially. I feel like, again, it's a case study as to what you shouldn't do and how you shouldn't be as a person online. And just the amount of information there is. Let me see. Let me go to the website. I don't want to mention it again because the website that unfortunately correlates all this information is one that is notorious recently on the news. I don't understand why, considering all they are is just a farm of fruit. Is this it? Can't reach the page? That's odd. That on Edge I can't do it, but on Chrome I can. That's a little bit weird. Let me see if maybe I could find it through an alternative. Okay, I'm clicking on the actual thing. Okay, there you go. I thought Bing was being interesting. It would make sense that Bing would be like, no, I'm not allowing you to watch this. Just like anytime I download like a crack for a video game, why is Chrome warning me? Right? I'm aware of what I'm downloading, Chrome. You don't have to tell me, hey buddy, what are you doing downloading that? We don't want you to download that. But just the bits of this dude. Let me see what the tweet is. That's funny. Guy who's living paycheck to paycheck, buying water filters for cat water, buying pre-sliced beef, ordering in breakfast, searching for things to purchase online. And yet he is living on a day-to-day basis. That's the other part and the other thing that he managed to repeat. But let me see what the last activity is here on the actual Champions account, which is very well documented. It's almost statistically documented here, worryingly, because I mean, my goal in life is to never have a thread on this account. It might be a testament to, you know, having some sort of success, but no, I think I rather live on the outside. I don't know if they no, where is it? Despite, it's usually here that this says despite his claims. Nobody's actually posted on this one for quite a bit of time, which is kind of odd. Usually they meticulously document information and examples of Phil on his WWE Champions account. You yell and scream that you don't know how to afford stuff soon, extort fans, and this is the result. $983 spent on his game, $608 if he got Umaga, because they've managed to backtrack the account and the numbers. Let me see if I could show this briefly, right? I don't know how I feel about this, but this, which again, I don't know the legitimacy of this, but you do have people that are aware of the game and aware of the math of the game. It's just nuts, right? Even if this is not Phil. Could you imagine, by the way, the account originally was called They Call Me DSP or DSP Gaming or whatever he goes by. And then changed the account, and the person was on a Discord that was the exact same as Darkside Phil, the exact same with the same number, right? You can't have multiple Discord accounts having that same Discord number. So they managed to find that, and yet homeboy is out here allegedly spending, he says 983. I don't know what the time frame for that is, but 608 if you got Umaga. You got a picture. Look, I'm going to take a picture right here. Look at that. It's like an NFT. I now own the equivalent of Umaga in WWE Champions because I took a picture right? You see this? Look at that. I have actually, it's even better because this is a PNG. I could translate this to something better, right? I could convert this to something better, which is something he can't do in that game. And I didn't spend any money on this. I didn't spend any money on this. You fuck. But you know, I think that's the stream. I think I'm happy with this. I'm gonna re-upload this, I believe, on my alternative YouTube account just to have it there. Pigcake Plus, you know what it is. Maybe draw some eyes back here on Twitch because I want to do these often. I want to do these often for other people. I'm very interested in looking at these types of characters online and studying them, right? Psychologically, breaking them down. It's an interesting bit. It's definitely different from the usual content on my regular channel, which is just virgin magic tricks. But a little bit of advice, I guess. I like to give that at the end of these videos. Let's see what I have around me. Coke Zero is good, right? If you're trying to not have a caloric intake, people argue about the aspartame and a sweetener and how Coke Zero is essentially mind control potion, government mind control potion, right? If you're trying not to consume a lot of calories, it's fucking great. It fills you up, right? You get that gas. You do get a little bit of caffeine. So I recommend it, especially if you're not trying to intake more calories and you're trying to trick your body into thinking that you shouldn't eat more when you're trying to be consistent with things that you're putting in, right? I guess that's that. And also Nancy Pelosi is really into insider trading. Like really, there's no way. So actually, you know, before I end this, let's see what her net worth is. Nancy Pelosi, net worth. Oh no, she's made some really good moves in the market, man. You're just part of the conspiracy. As of October, she's worth Nancy. Oh, and whoops, wrong one. Nancy Pelosi. I wrote Nancy's net worth, and it's some weird person named Nancy. She's worth $121 million. That is her net worth. Let's see what her income is. Oh, yeah, I know. She's been in office for God knows how long. Biggie, you can just do that if you make the right deals. Her income is $223,000 a year. I don't know. I don't know. Seems a little bit iffy. A little bit iffy. Let me shift.